wonderful. We get to meet them and honor them.
That's right, that's right. You can go on and start. Mr. Al's not coming.
It's 6:13.
Oh, by the way, I called Al Dozier Mark, and he no longer work for Constanza, you work for FN Manufacturing. In the last newspaper, he had me recently retired, and you working for Constanza.
Right, the town was ordered to pay $40,000 in a car court case.
Huh?
It was ordered to pay $40,000.
Who said that?
Al Dozier.
Yeah, that was in an article too.
Oh, I missed that.
There were a few erroneous.
Yeah, I stopped.
Few, I think every lot sentence, everything.
Well, he's not coming tonight, so don't worry about it.
I won't help that.
Well, he called me, he said, is this about this and is this about this? And I went, yeah, from the last time. He said, why would I come? I said, I don't know.
We can ask that question all the time.
Do we know for sure that there's a Starbucks involved with this?
With what? They would not, they would give me a little wink, wink
Yeah.
action, but, no,
Okay.
nothing official.
Okay,
Well, they're already on Broad River Road, and they're in
Kroger,
Kroger.
6:15, all right.
but you have to wait in line at all.
I will call the special meeting to order. And first item on the agenda is amendments to the agenda. Any amendments to the agenda?
Yeah, I'd like to amend the agenda to add a statement from the town council regarding the grass cutting policy.
We already arranged that.
Well, I didn't arrange it. What did you arrange?
No one did. I asked Bob.
Well, we got to have a second first. Is there a
Okay,
second?
Second. No, I'm just so I can tell him. I asked Bob and the
Okay, you seconded. All right, what is the
Well,
problem?
we're not gonna write it, the lawyer is. And it's gonna be at the next meeting. And I should have called and told you, and I'm sorry. But
All in favor of adding the statement, or any more discussion? All in favor of adding the statement, do so with show of hand. All opposed?
we're gonna do it August the 20th.
This is to this meeting.
Oh, okay.
Any other amendments to the agenda? Seeing none, presentation by citizens. Anyone sign that sheet? Nope. Next item is second reading of ordinance 1912. This is the one having to do with the fireworks and the changing of the stuff. Is there a motion for second reading?
Make a motion.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
No. Second reading. We're good.
Yeah, this is one we're just changing in order to get it in compliance. All in favor then of second reading of 1912, do so with show of hands. Next is second reading of ordinance 1913. This is one that has to do with changing that one section, or that one property from neighborhood commercial to general commercial. Is there a motion for second reading?
Make a motion.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, what, this property is it the White House or behind the White House or
Behind.
what?
Behind the White House towards Lake Murray.
So that's that vacant lot there, or what is it? I mean,
Parking and part vacant lot. But they're buying that red corner where the White House is, that lot, and then the chamber property.
so they're buying the whole block, basically.
Well, on that side of that street, Carlisle Street.
Right.
And their building is going to overhang, the new building, they're tearing down, the new building's going to overhang into this neighborhood commercial. So in order to build the new building, they got to get that changed to neighborhood commercial too. And then the White House is going to be torn down, and that's going to be parking. You'll have parking, a building, and a little bit of parking on.
So we had first reading last meeting, and
And the guy was here.
what was the reason for it?
The commercial development, a little strip thing.
Why is there such a rush to get it pushed through? I mean, was it?
Because we only meet, we met the way we're meeting the next couple months, we met once in August, once in September, I think it is, once in July. So it was gonna be October before we got through it, and they wanna get moving. So if we do a special meeting, we have second reading, then they can have third reading at our August the 20th meeting. And then they can start construction and do, get permits and do everything, get it approved.
So nobody has asked about what they're gonna build there or whatnot?
Yeah.
He's just, he's got it on, what's that thing called? That website? The one that's out there on the internet? Taser, what's that thing called? It's some kind of, where it was before, wherever it was before that Starbucks was coming, it's back on there again, but it just shows what the building's gonna look like and what he's doing, but it doesn't say anything about who.
That's why I asked about
But-
Starbucks.
He's basically tearing down that building. There's the old, what do you call that place? The dry cleaning place behind there. It's got a bunch of chemicals in the ground. They gotta dig all that up, do whatever they do to get that out
They're
of the ground.
spending a pile of money to do this.
And then they'll
Yes.
come back and build two buildings,
Pile of money.
or a building with two units, kinda like the Starbucks and East Bay Deli, something similar to that, where they can rent out two spaces. And then part of the building overhangs on this property, and then the back would be more parking.
Have we talked
And
about the impact to that area? I mean, 'cause that's right on the corner of Lake Murray and, Woodrow Street. Have we talked about the impact to that area at all?
Well, I mean, there's been some talk on those Facebook pages about it a while back, but
They talked about it in the Facebook page?
I've seen it on some or heard about it. I think even when the Starbucks came out, there was talk on that page about there'd be more traffic at the Starbucks than it would be at the apartments. And those kind of comments were going back and forth.
So has anybody looked at the impact to the area on that?
Who is anybody? You talking about yourself?
The council?
Not
mean-
the impact, but I think we've all looked at the map and
Yeah.
realized that traffic's gonna be increased. But there's other ways to get there. And
Right.
that's a good option to have.
But it's commercial development in a place surrounded by commercial development where we want commercial development, and any more discussion? All in favor then of second reading of ordinance 1913, do so with show of hands. All opposed? Next is presentation by citizens, and no one signed that thing. Executive session, none known. Before we adjourn, just remember, when we get through, we need to let Bob know about the, what do you call it, the planning thing, how we're gonna do that. So is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. We have that new,
Barbara, we just adjourned. 8 minutes. We just adjourned.
we have that new planning commission update ordinance. They took our zoning ordinance and have updated